Hans from San Jose, California writes, I've just moved into a small apartment and my listening room is long but pretty narrow. I'm finding it difficult to get a satisfying stereo image without everything sounding congested or bunched up in the middle. I've read all sorts of advice about speaker placement, but most of it seems aimed at big square or rectangular rooms. Boy, isn't that the truth? Are there specific tips or tricks for optimizing imaging and soundstage in a narrow room? Should I pull the speakers closer together or toe them in more aggressively? What about treatments or asymmetrical setups? That's a really tough one because I don't know what your equipment is. I don't know what your speakers are. If you've got, small guys like the Aspen FR5, which sounds like it'd be a perfect speaker for you, they would perform very differently than most loudspeakers that you're going to find because of the way that they work. And we've talked about this before with their flat off-axis response, with the clarity of their planar drivers, etc. But a narrow room is tough because now you're battling the room, you're battling reflections, especially in the bass you're going to have problems. So let's start out with what you can do. So yes, absolutely, wall treatment, particularly diffusion, is going to be very helpful. I would stay away from absorption. So let's remind ourselves how diffusion works. Diffusion panels, which you see them in our rooms and our studio over at Octave Records. We use them a lot. So diffusion is a reflective device with various levels of depth on the reflectors. So they're designed so that they scatter the sound waves in non-specific frequencies. Okay? And that sounds fancy, but what that basically means is when music comes out of your speaker and it hits a flat surface, it bounces back a mirror image, sort of what's coming out of here, but it's delayed. So your brain hears this delayed signal, and there's all kinds of other things going on. But basically that's it. It's getting that delayed signal. And it is confusing spatially when it gets that. If you put a diffuser there instead, so that sound that comes in reflex gets jumbled, you still get the reflection. You haven't solved that, but that reflection is messed up, jumbled, to the point, if you do the diffusion properly, that your brain says, I don't know what this is, I'm going to ignore it. And it's kind of like magic. It's amazing. So diffusion is something that you want to work on. And diffusers can be anything from a bookshelf full of varying depth books. I mean, the last thing you want is a bookshelf with identical books. That's just a wall, right? But if you have varying depth books, that's a good thing. So that I would do. And lastly, I would say focus as much as you can on the near field, because the more you can get closer to the speaker within its near field response, say 6 feet away from the speakers, the more you're going to be able to not hear the room as much. So diffusion, move into the near field, and I think you'll probably be okay. All right, good luck. Thanks.